but it's always tough. San Miguel Alab only has 2 imports on their roster, and missing one of your imports puts a lot of pressure on the other player. But getting Ronaldo Balkman back, he's just a different type of player who has the capability to dominate and lead his team as a solo import, and I think we might see a little bit of that today. These 2 guys have played really well. They're rookies in the ABL. We've seen Quadtron really pick it up all throughout the season. But Corey Cilia is a guy, I like to call him the corner sniper. He's come in and he's had some really good minutes, and these guys are very important in today's matchup. You look at San Miguel Alab Pilipinas' guards, these guys, Urbistando, Javelino, and obviously Ethan Alvano. These guys are ball players. Bobby Ray Parks Jr., they're going to need all the effort they can get, the Saigon Heat is, from their guards to be able to match up and even contain at some level the guards for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. That's right, and this is a game we talked to the staff before. This is a game Saigon Heat wants to win. They like to get into that 5th spot. They've had real good battles with the CLS Knights all year. It gets them in the other side of the bracket, and more importantly, it gets them momentum against the ABL champs heading into the playoffs. So this is a game they really want. They don't want to disappoint their home fans. They want to get to 14-12 and continue the momentum heading into the playoffs next week. Yeah, we've got an experienced crew here. These refs have been doing a lot of big ABL games, not just this year, but all throughout their careers. And I expect this to be a physical game. The last time these 2 teams squared off, it was Saigon Heat that was undermanned. And they got pushed around a bit by San Miguel, but there's no quit in either of these teams. And I expect it to be a physical, don't back down performance from both teams. Yeah, and that was an interesting game. A lot of fouls in that game. I think Trayvon Hughes ended his night with a technical foul. And Saigon Heat played the last 30-some-odd seconds with only 4 players. And so that's a game that this team, the Saigon Heat, a loss they'd like to avenge and head to the playoffs with good momentum. Yeah, excellent play by Durker. We're looking at the maturity of Chris Durker here. Early in the season, he had barreled into the basket and made a tough play, maybe even a turnover. But here, he gets a controlled baseline drive, keeps his head up, a nice little bounce pass to Hamilton. With the Saigon Heat with the advantage inside, and Hamilton gets the and-one opportunity. Well, the marquee matchup in this game is going to be Hamilton against Balkman. I think Hamilton's the one guy from a physicality and an energy standpoint that can run with Balkman. But I've said this all throughout the year. You've got to stay connected to Balkman. You've got to shadow him. And let's see what Hamilton does here in this game. And Rivera's guarding Barone there. You got to throw that ball high. Throw it above his head. Only where Barone can get it. And then force Balkman to have to make a choice either to defend the help side. As we look at Hamilton firing a 3, no good. Well, we're looking at the game plan here early for Saigon Heat, and it's points in the paint. They recognize the size advantage that they have and the interior, and they're looking to take advantage of it early. And that's a win here. That's a win here for Saigon Heat to be able to keep Ronaldo Balkman on the outside and make him shoot outside shots. He's really dangerous when he's attacking the glass, getting second chance opportunities, and using his energy and enthusiasm.
Here is Ethan Alvano. He surveys Sumalino from straight away. That's good. And that's a three-pointer for San Miguel Alab, Pilipinas.
I was watching Sumalino shoot in the pregame, and he was knocking down a lot of threes. Looked like he had a very comfortable shot.
Oh, but Quatron accelerating to the hoop. 7-3 start for the Saigon Heat.
And the energy in this building is fueling off this early Saigon Heat lead.
Alvano left open from 17, and he is able to knock it down.
Yeah, and that's twice now they've left Alvano wide open. You can't do that. He's a heck of a shooter. And you saw Kyle Julius say to Quatron, get over the screen, stay connected. Don't give him a wide open shot because he's capable of knocking down open jumpers.
That was a clear look for Alvano. There's an open look on the other side. This time for Quatron, no good. Hughes open. He's got Parks on him now. Hughes dancing. Back out to Barone. Barone against the smaller Rivero. Hughes, 5 seconds to shoot for Saigon. Hamilton, the baseline move, too strong. Rebound goes to Sumalino. The bounce to Alvano. Alab is off and running. Balkman on the move. Balkman with a jam!
And that's where Balkman can hurt you. In transition, when he's got size and length advantage, and that's exactly what he did. He took the ball like a KG veteran does to attack the rim and get the easy one.
And that ties things up here. Here's the outlet. Easily picked off by Calveron. Saigon on the run again. Hughes stops. And that will reset their offense here. Hughes on top. There's the cross-court pass. Quatron almost slipping. The pull-up jumper. That's a bit too strong for Quatron.
You know, one thing Alab does, they do an outstanding job of scrambling on defense. You know, I've noticed that in a lot of games this year. They don't give up when the ball gets swung on the perimeter. They're constantly running at guys. Yeah. And that's, you know, that's a credit to Coach Jimmy Alapog and his scheme. But, you know, there's no quit on them on the perimeter, and it's good to see their energy.
San Miguel Alab, Pilipinas, they want to end their 3-game slide today against the Saigon Heat. Trayvon Hughes for 3, no go. Here comes Alvano. Quickly to Parks. Parks open. He fires and drops it in.
And I haven't seen San Miguel Alab Pilipinas play a lot in person. I know you have. You do a lot of their games. And, you know, I'm really impressed with the defense of Bobby Ray Parks Jr. I mean, I've seen him defend, you know, guys at several different levels, at the national team stage here at the ABL, but he can really move his feet. As you see a 3-point jumper there by Trayvon Hughes, and there should be an excellent matchup between Hughes and Parks.
That's right, Parks has developed that defensive presence, that defensive game over the years of his career. Here's Parks again from the corner. That's a little bit too strong. And Saigon with a chance to grab the lead back in this possession.
Yeah, the one thing, again, these players for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, they got a lot of guys that are two-way players. Balkman's a two-way player, Alvano's a two-way player, and obviously you see the same with Parks. He is, you know, an exceptional two-way player. As we see an offensive foul here called against D'Angelo Hamilton.
And a quick timeout here. Halfway done in the first quarter, and it's tied up here at 10 apiece in the first frame. It is a battle of fire on a scorching day here in Ho Chi Minh City and Vietnam. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas versus the Saigon Heat, all knotted up at 10 apiece here in the first frame. We're halfway done here. D'Angelo Hamilton making damage right away with 5 points. That's half of the entire team's output so far.
Yeah, and here's the mismatch we'll keep an eye on. Justin Young on Ronaldo Balkman. Let's see if San Miguel Alab Pilipinas can exploit that.
Balkman able to put one up, and that's a travel. So good defensive sequence right there for Justin Young.
Justin Young is I mean, I'm not an underrated defender because people here in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia know that he can really defend, but he's got a big body, he moves his feet well, he doesn't reach, he walls up, he did a good job there of forcing the turnover.
There's Trayvon Hughes, 4.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Hughes on the attack, stripped and fouled. That is up against Oping Sumalinog.
Yeah, and Trayvon Hughes sees that Prince Rivero mismatch, and he says, give me all that you want. But hey, credit Prince for moving his feet. He did a good job of staying in front of him. And that's all you ask of guys to do at this level. You know, you get a mismatch. Rivero's obviously not as quick as Trayvon Hughes. You get stuck in a mismatch, but don't try to make a hero play.
Yeah.
Just stay in front of him.
Stick with it.
Stick with him. Yeah. Make him attack downhill. Put his head down so the help can surround him and crowd him a bit. And, you know, not a bad job there by Rivero, but he got bailed out on the reach in by Sumalinog.
But Trayvon taking advantage of this trip at the free throw line, 2 for 2. Josh Urbistondo, aka the Fireball, in the ball game now, replacing Sumalinog.
Is that his shot or his personality? You know him better than I do. A little bit of both, right?
That's his shot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a heck of a shooter. I've been watching him the last several years. He could really knock down the open shot.
Spitfire point guard from the Philippines, Josh Urbistondo, who's got pro experience. And he always brings to the table for Alab Pilipinas. Here is a steal for Quatron, and the breakaway lay-in for Trayvon Hughes.
Yeah, great pass there by Tron to thread the needle, and a good finish by Hughes, high off the glass.
14-10. Hughes with 4 straight points. Parks left open, and he will knock it down. Parks with the answer.
This scrambling defense by Saigon Heat is using a lot of energy, but these guys for San Miguel Alab can shoot. You can't make them shooting practice threes because they'll knock them down.
Here's the outlet. Ooh! That is deflected out of bounds by Chris Durker to stop the easy fast break play of Alab.
Yeah, this is what you see when you have Balkman in the lineup. It's like fire and ice. When Ramos is in the lineup, they play through Ramos. It's more of a half-court game, but when Balkman's in, you know, it's all hell's loose. They just go and play and continue to put the pressure on you.
And Young is called for the foul here while guarding Ronaldo Balkman. So Rosser will check in for Prince Rivero here.
Yeah, this is the lineup I expect to see, the core lineup today for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Rosser, Urbistondo, Parks, here Balkman, and along with Elvano. This is a good lineup, and let's see what kind of damage they can do.
Here is Ronaldo Balkman. Rere open again. Too strong that time. Calderon grabbing it.
Bobby Ray Parks Jr., you go under the screen on him, and Coach Jimmy Alapa is going to tell him to shoot that every single time, and he will.
Has hit a couple of three-pointers here in the first quarter. Barone getting it to Trayvon Hughes. Alvano guarding him here on top. 4 seconds to shoot for Saigon. Here's Quatron from the corner. That's good. To beat the buzzer for Quatron.
Excellent defense there by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas for 23 seconds, but they fell asleep and left Tron open, and he made him pay by knocking down a 3.
Saigon up by 4. Balkman on the attack. A little bit too much on that shot. And Trayvon Hughes back the other way. Oh, left-handed pass, making 2 defenders commit. And they called a foul here against Brandon Rosser.
That's something that the Saigon Heat works on a lot, is interior ball fakes. Justin Young is a smart player. He feels the bigs behind him, gives up the pump fake, and gets himself to the line.
What a pass there. No-look pass coming from Trayvon Hughes to set up Justin Young. And D'Angelo Hamilton quickly in for Chris Durker. So Young at the free throw line. This is the ABL rookie, Justin Young, but has spent time also in the VBA and has been exceptional in the local league here in Vietnam.
He's played in the VBA, he's played in the TBSL. You know, he's a rookie in the ABL, but he's certainly no rookie to professional basketball. And he's a valuable player in a number of different ways.
Missing on 2 free throws there. Oh, Urbistondo left alone, doesn't take it. Shortstop, no go. Rosser with a putback. And announcing his return to the lineup for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas after missing a few games with that MCL injury.
Yeah, nice play there by Rosser to get on the board. You know, San Miguel gets a lot of these effort and energy plays. And, you know, Rosser got a big body, 6'7". He's athletic, and he wants to get more minutes. He just needs to continue to make plays like that.
Lead is down to 2. Alab Pilipinas knocking on the door. Balkman will go to the bench of Alab, replaced by J.R. Alabanza.
And if you look at these lineups here, right, just your eye test tells you, big advantage Saigon Heat, but we all know that this San Miguel Alab Pilipinas team, these locals are gritty and tough, and so, but this is a chance for Saigon Heat to extend their lead the final 2:08 of the first quarter while Balkman's on the bench.
And with the exception of Brandon Rosser on the floor, these are 4 players that were part of the championship team last year for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Here's the drive by Quatran, down the middle, no go. Barone with a cleanup job.
Yeah, and they've got a major advantage inside with Hamilton and Barone. And they continue to attack the glass. They should have their way.
Avelona, they're staring at a 4-point deficit. Avelona stops spins against Hughes. Alabanza attacking Hamilton. Rosser from the corner. That's good.
And sometimes that's all a young player needs. Rosser gets an effort and energy second chance point. And what's that lead? It leads to a nice knockdown jumper.
Long 2-pointer for Brandon Rosser. Foul on the other side here. Alab committing it also.
And for Rosser, that's got to be a 3. He's got to know where the 3-point line is. He's not known to be a 3-point shooter, but you know, that's a big mistake. You can't get caught shooting a 2-pointer in that situation. Get yourself behind the line and get the 50% value increase by shooting 3 over 2.
So Trayvon Hughes against Pau Havilona here. 3-and-D guy in the point guard position for Coach Jimmy. Here is Hamilton with a catch. Hamilton carving space. Oh, Hamilton forcing his way in.
Yeah, good patient play there by Hamilton. Felt the defenders around him, but understood he had the size advantage, so he took his time and powered up to the rim, and just no rim protection there to stop him.
D'Angelo Hamilton, again, a good start for him. Just like in their game against Singapore, 7 points during the first quarter. Alabanza with possession. Oh, denied by Hamilton. Orbistondo for 3. Oh, in and out. Half-minute remaining.
Yeah, Alabanza is not going to win that battle against Hamilton under the basket, but a good job of keeping the ball alive.
There's Hamilton again. Making Alabanza commit, and he will head to the line here for 2 shots. Foul on J.R. Alabanza.
How about the verticality of J.R. Alabanza here, huh? He leapfrogged him. Look at that, huh?
Showing us the hops here. But not the good kind, because he committed the foul against D'Angelo Hamilton that time. So D'Angelo Hamilton will continue his stare offensively for the Saigon Heat, Coach Kevin.
Yeah, he's been having these hot first quarters, you know, getting 7, 8, 9, 10 points in first quarters these last few games, and that hot start continues for Hamilton as he's leading his team here early on.
And also getting the job done defensively. You saw the denial earlier against J.R. Alabanza. He misses a second free throw though, but it gives him the 5-point lead. Ray bringing the ball down against Justin Young here.
And you see the versatility of Justin Young. He guards Ronaldo Balkman in one possession and Ray Parks in another possession.
Last possession time for Alab. 4 seconds to work with. Parks has Barone. Parks will attack. Parks, the floater. No good. As time will expire here, first 10 minutes of play is done. The Saigon Heat, the home team, yet another good start for them here, 23-17. They're up by 5 at the end of the first.